guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I am jumping into the September 2019 Witch's Moon box. Oh my gosh, yay! Okay, so you guys, take a deep breath because we are diving in to some freaking awesome magical tools that are not only functional, practical, but they are beautiful and just woo! So let's take a look. Okay, so the Witch's Moon always includes a list and explanation for all the items that they have inside. And this particular box has been titled Amidst the Shadowland. Soon we step upon the doorstep of nature's transformation, prepared and willing, open and honest. We become our true selves, able to delve deep into the shadows that stand before us. Among giving thanks and celebrating the harvest, we begin to prepare for the most powerful task of the season. We adjust our energy towards self-reflection and truth so that we may arrive valiant, peering through clear and knowing sight. Join us as we celebrate and honor the upcoming equinox and Mabon season, shining light as we venture through the shadowed land. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Here we go, you guys. First thing we have, oh my gosh, is a green man candle holder with a glass insert inside, you know, to protect the holder itself. But oh my gosh, it's very it's heavy actually, like pretty heavy. I don't say this is a few pounds, but it says the deep and resonating meaning of the green man holds such prominence within our beliefs and view of the natural world. It is so easy in the modern age to forget that nature is the true and beholden provider of life, full of free-flowing and guided energy. As we pay homage to our roots, both physical and spiritual, we connect. We understand the true messages and teachings that this may bring our craft and truly resonate with the wisdom that it bears as each season passes. Among the many interpretations of the green man shifting and changing throughout each coming year, we comply. And then it goes on and on about the, wheel of the year and, depending on where you are, southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere. But this is beautiful. My goodness. And it's got that nice velvety bottom to keep it from slip sliding, if you have a bit more slippery altar space. But inside it's actually decorated as well, like inside of a tree. So yeah, when I opened this, I was like, oh, what? No words, no words. Then we have a branched candle snuffer. I have always wanted one to put out my candles, and I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. It says, as to offer another symbol of the natural cycle, we have included a branched candle snuffer to keep close by. As you gently cap the top of your lighted candle, the oxygen will be cut from the flame, extinguishing the light. Created to last for many seasons, this candle snuffer can be a great addition to your daily ritual tools. So it is metal, so I'm assuming this is gonna last quite some time. And I love that it's, a little swingy on the top. So yeah, this is freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys get into that detail there, but that is awesome. Okay, the Witch's Moon has also included 2 pieces of artwork this month because of the transition that is happening both in the north and southern hemispheres. So we have the Oak King. It talks about the beautiful hand-drawn and decorated Book of Shadows page was created exclusively for the Witch's Moon. So was the Holly King by the same artist, A.E. Alden. And the Oak King here is the personification of the waxing year, a time of renewal and regrowth. As the spirit of the sun, he represents the return of light and the victory over the somber winter. Whereas the Holly King, for those of us in the northern hemisphere, would be more resonating with him. And so it says the Holly King is the personification of the waning year. As a divine spirit of transformation, he represents the natural cycles of change in the forms of darkness, death, and decay. And it goes on a little bit more. But also, within each of these, it does give a really good description about both of them, their elements, celestial influences, time of the year, just lots of information. So I love that the artwork is not only beautiful but functional as well. So I think this would look good on your altar, no matter where you are in the world. You know, so there is a piece of art for everyone, and I think that is fantastic. A transformation sigil has also been included, and it says that they have included this with the intention of promoting a transformative lifestyle. As you meditate or recreate this sigil, allow the unconscious guidance of its energy to knowingly push you towards change. And you know, that is something that is difficult for many of us, is change. You know, a lot of us crave change, but it's the being in the midst of it that might be difficult for many of us. So I really do appreciate their sigils. I always keep them underneath I have a metal plate that I keep on my altar, and I usually put the metal plate on top of their sigils. And then whatever I put on top of the metal plate, you know, incense or any other sort of magical tool or piece of jewelry, I just think it really helps to charge it with that intention. So I do appreciate these. Then we have the silent reflection spell candles. So they have hand rolled this and anointed the silent reflection spell candle with the intention of providing a cleared state of consciousness while working to delve into the darkest side of your character and preconceived judgments of the world around you. And dude, who doesn't need some of that? So it goes into a little bit of a meditation that you can do with this candle. Of course, you know, what you do in your spiritual practice is totally up to you. It says that they have anointed it with the oils of clove, cedarwood, and the shadow work magical anointing oil from their personal cabinet of witchery. So this smells really good, by the way. I mean, all their stuff, I've never had any of their items, their candles, their sacred salts, their anointing oils, like all of it smells really good. They are master aromatherapists. They're really, really good. So this fits perfectly in my green man holder, as you can see here. Check that out. Then we have the Green Man Magical Anointing Oil, created with the intention of inducing positive change among the wearer. The Green Man Magical Anointing Oil is a true tool to bring honesty and truth into your daily realm. And then it talks about how you could use it. Of course, like they say, you know, your practice is your practice, so you use it as you wish. Inside of here, they've enchanted this magical oil with cedar and clove oils, and have included willow bark and oak bark and cedar wood inside, as well as a little piece of Lemurian quartzes, which is what you hear when you shake it up. But look at all of that herbally goodness inside. Ooh, yes! And of course, you could always use their oils to scry as well if you were so called. And yes, one day they're going to create that smell-o-vision, but I'll give it a sniff for you. Let's see, to me, there's a particular place that I visited. It was here in California. Maybe it was near my grandparents' house in that high desert, but it's that it's definitely that transition for me, like when it rains rarely in the desert, but kind of like a little bit of that desert rain. But if you were to go up into the mountains where there's a lot more trees, actually, it kind of smells like that. It smells like that desert rain mixed with like high desert mountain trees. Like it's really good, and to me it's very nostalgic because, you know, I miss my grandparents, and I miss having spent my summers up there. So yeah. Ooh, then we have the renewal sacred salt. As with many clearing and cleansing rituals, the act of washing or bathing ourselves is a sacred practice. We've created the renewal sacred salt with the intention of assisting you in the visualization process of washing away stagnant and unwanted energies from your aura. It talks about something that you could visualize during that particular sacred bath. Excuse me. Inside of here, they've anointed this with tea tree, rosemary, and lemongrass oils, as well as willow, rosemary, lemongrass herbs, and a special mixture of their born again magical oil from their personal cabinet of witchery. Ooh. Check that out. Let me give this little sniff for you. You know, their stuff this month, I don't know, it's like reminding me of like different people in my family. So the magical oil smelled like summer's in sort of like, you know, transitioning from summer to winter, or fall to winter in the high desert. This one kind of smells like, there was a scent that my nana, my grandmother, used to have in her apartment, and it kind of smelled like this. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna have to use some of this stuff sparingly this month because it's bringing back some happy memories, and I don't want to lose that scent. And this month they gave us a piece of honey calcite. So it's a very grounded stone. The honey calcite brings an abundance of benefits to one's rituals and meditation. A stone of clarity and insight, this beautiful earthy stone is a great assistant while working to open the psychic eye. And it talks about some other things that you could use, you know, depending on what time of year you're in, depending on where you are in the world. It did come in this beautiful green pouch. But what I love about calcite is its structure. Look at that very cubed structure. That is so cool, and I love the feel of calcite. So, and they do have a little affirmation that, you know, you could say if you wanted to, and some elemental influences and chakra influences, you know, depending on how you work with your crystals, which I always think is awesome that they add that. Ooh, can you catch that? There's some rainbows in there. That is awesome. Then we have the Warmth of Seasons incense sticks. It says they've included these wonderful seasonal incense within this collection to bring warmth and comfort to your surroundings during times of meditation and shadow work. And again, I don't know, this is just a box of nostalgia for me, but okay, so I mean, there are many family members in my life that are no longer on this plane of existence. And there's two women in particular, my aunt and my cousin, you know, so my nana's daughter and her granddaughter, who are all passed away now. And the smell during the holidays of my aunt and my cousin, this smells like them. So I'm probably gonna have to look online to see where I can get more of this when I end up using all of these sticks, because I'm going to want to keep that smell of them around. So, and I might actually even use this for ancestral work. So I'm very excited. So Witch's Moon, if you're listening, I'm going to be looking up where to get more of this. And if you have it in your shop, I will purchase more. And then there is the Harvest Sunset Herbal Tea with Muslin Bag. Inspired by the Sabbath of Mabon and the coinciding equinox, we have included the Harvest Sunset Herbal Tea within this collection. Also a reflective blend of herbs. The Harvest Sunset Tea was created for use in celebration. As Mabon marks a time of thanksgiving and gratitude, we take a moment to ponder the countless blessings that have been gifted upon us during the past months. As you sip the easing sense of flavors of this herbal blend, find comfort and joy and the experiences that have brought you such happiness. The Harvest Sunset Tea was created with lemon peels, orange peels, and rose hips. Many of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. So that looks delicious. And guess who's having a pot of tea after this video? This girl. The Witch's Moon has also included a couple of herbs in here. They have orange peel and red clover. It says that orange peel is a wonderful divination and prosperity ingredient. It talks about the different ways that you could utilize orange peel. They're just suggestions. It also gives you the planetary influences for both, elemental influences for both, and gender for both. For red clover, it says the beauty that lies within the crop of red clover bears much deeper wisdom and aid than is apparent. Known for its pain-relieving attributes, this helpful herb is a great companion while working to unload hurtful and damaging energetic experiences. And it does talk a little bit more again about each of these herbs. So I'm always excited to add more herbal goodies into the mix, you know, for my teas and for, you know, my little rituals and spells. Every month they give us a personalized oracle reading or tarot reading, depending on the cards that they have chosen to include in all of the boxes. And what they do is they sit and meditate on who this box is going to, and then they pull a card. So for this month, they have chosen to use the Flower of Life Oracle, Wisdom of Astar by Denise Jarvie. And I have done actually a review of her deck because I have this deck and I love it so much. So as you can see, this was my message for this month, and it always is on point. It's always on point, Witch's Moon. You guys are so good. It's always something that I need to hear for that particular month, and actually, you know, for, you know, ongoing months sometimes. So I always put them in my journal. So this will be going inside my journal as well. It might spend some time on my altar first, and then it'll go into my journal. All right, and then the Witch's Moon also includes a piece of parchment paper, just a blank piece, so that you could write your intentions for the month or whatever you wanted to use it for. I do write my intentions for the month, and then I burn the intentions for last month because these are things that I intend to do, and then once they are done, I kind of just like let them go out into the universe. So yeah, so I always appreciate that they do that as well. All right, so that's it from me, spiritual homies. That was the review of all the wonderful items in Amidst the Shadowland from the Witch's Moon. And yeah, I always highly encourage people to go check out their shop, go check out their subscription boxes, you know, if it's financially feasible, of course, just because they put so much thought and energy into their boxes, and I really appreciate the time and effort that they spend on their customers, you know, us, you know, as magical practitioners, and the fact that, you know, you can tell that they also take their craft very seriously, because these are a lot of the things that they use within their own craft, and they are just kind of passing them on to us. And also, you know, to be a magical practitioner, of course, you don't need to buy, you know, special magical tools. You know, a true witch, both male and female, will, you know, find anything within their environment and utilize it to their advantage. But, you know, if you were looking to add, you know, something of high quality, something beautiful, something just feels luxurious and magical, then I always highly suggest the Witch's Moon. They do have 2 other subscription boxes. The Witch's Moon is their main box, and it was their first box. And then they came out with the Witch's Bounty, which I also get, and they have the Witch's Roots. You know, each one has kind of like a different feel to it depending on your practice and also your budget level. So I'll put the link down below, you know, in case you are interested in subscribing. Of course, there's like no pressure from me. I'm just trying to show off some like beautiful items. Maybe this will give you ideas for DIYs, you know, totally up to you. But yeah, so that's it from me. If you have any comments or questions, place that in the comment section down below. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com, where I also have a link to purchase my Wally's World Oracle, which I'm so proud of. And I only have a limited number of copies of. So once they're gone, they're gone. So just make sure that you get your hands on that. And if you want to show a little love, throw a little love my way, consider joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.